Hello, this is Starshot here to welcome you to my Let's Play of Castle in the Darkness. We last left off finding our way up to the boss and finding out that we have to reflect his magic back at him. But we decided to go down back to the grand entrance where we found Gungnir here, our newest sword that shoots at lightning, which is awesome. And I think it's one of the best weapons you can get in the game. But now that we have that, and we also were able to discover a secret glitch world, which, as far as I could tell, didn't really lead anywhere. But I figured we would continue with kind of our current mission of taking on the next boss and defeating him next. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, okay, I got killed by the spikes, but good thing I saved right there. So yeah, this is really gonna make taking care of enemies a breeze now with this new sword. But it's too bad that you can't really control how it shoots lightning or when, or at least I haven't been able to learn about it yet. But yeah, so we definitely will hopefully make some good use out of this here, especially against any future bosses we find in the Crystal Tower. Once we finally make our way to that, but for now, I'll just go ahead and take care of this next boss up here. And see, because now that we have this dark armor that that's helping us stay alive here against all these enemies, and plenty of new health as well, we should be able to avoid all his shots and pretty much take care of him. Because as I said before, this game really plays difficulty fairly well. Like, if you want to be super quick and you kind of know what to do no matter what enemy you're up against, you can pretty much, I'm sure, beat this game in not that much time, like probably 30 minutes or so if you really want to. But if you want to make the game easier, then all you have to do is just do more stuff in it. Find new equipment, kill some other bosses that might give you a better chance. And yeah, actually this boss isn't too bad. Just being able to make it here and be able to reflect his shots is pretty much all you need to do. So I was probably, didn't really need to do all the backtracking that I did, but oh well. Just means I got more stuff, and as I said, I do want to 100% complete the game here. So you just kind of have to do your best to keep an eye on where all the little bullets are coming from. But it does help that we did get the armor and the extra life. I guess I do need to check to see if he's vulnerable to my other magic moves or not. Nope. So they pretty much, at least as far as I can tell, make him vulnerable to his own magic. But, with enough health, defense, and patience, you can defeat him. So that didn't actually take us too long there. So we can finally move on to the next area here. Oh good, we got a save point already. That's always a welcome relief to find. Let's see, I guess we still have more to look for. Oh, and got a weird dead bird or something zombie. That was close. But no trouble for the likes of us. See, took care of that. Got another thing here. But not too much trouble. Oh, and whatever that was. I was gonna take care of him myself, but he jumped off for me, apparently. Oh, and that was kind of interesting. The spike actually took care of him there. Okay, so we got whatever this is. I'm guessing we have to do something to unlock it. So let's see if we can... darn it. I was trying to go for that little bit of edge they give you there, but I screwed up there. But it's just... time kind of... can make masters of any of us, given enough patience. Let's see. But yeah, so far I guess the platforming here is fairly, you know, works for what it is. Like, I guess when it comes to platforming in a lot of games, should have watched out for that. I forgot about that spike there. Like, out of all the platformers I've played, like, because there's the Kirby games, there's the Mario games, I've played the Banjo-Kazooie games, and I'm forgetting spikes now, even though I shouldn't, because they're gonna kill me no matter what. Let's see, what else? Like, I've played quite a few platformers, so I usually, oh yeah, I guess you can count the Mega Mans as well, and Shovel Knight. And I did play through, okay, that was a mistake on my part, being too distracted here. Definitely trying to commentate as you play a game at the same time is not easy. But then that's why most commentators aren't playing the game as well as commentating. Usually that's how it goes. But hey, I'm a multitasker. So you got that. But yeah, so yeah, so I was talking about the whole thing about all the different platformers I played, and so I feel fairly confident that I can, you know, beat any platforming game with enough time and patience. Like, I feel like that's sort of the biggest thing. I feel like when it comes to most games, it's not a matter of can or can't do it. Like, I don't think anyone has, you know, there are some people who might be better at games than others, you know, every now and then, but I think as long as if you can spend the time and kind of think of what you need to do, then most of the time you can kind of complete any game that you want. Sure, it might take you a bit longer than others, but then sometimes it's just only because they've spent so much time playing that game that they can, you know, do what they do with it. Okay, so there's a button there, but let's check out this entrance here. At least I did find that save point, which should help. And of course the sword here, it really does help. So that's just my take on the whole thing, is that, oh cool, I picked up heavy armor here. Of course I missed out on equipping it, but I'm wondering if it would actually, if it would help with the wind or not, or would it make me slower or something? But, so I need one of those blocks to survive when I get over there. So now I'll have to get the heavy armor again, as well as the, I'm not sure if the heavy armor is better than what I currently have, but it's still good to find out if it is or not. And it's not too hard from what I can see here. So, like, and of course there are plenty of, let me go ahead and equip it here. Okay, so the heavy armor does slow you down though, which might be a problem. So, let me not equip it, but still get it just in case. Because I am trying to 100% complete the game, so sadly that's kind of part of it. But there are some games, like, I would never consider trying to 100% complete, or my idea of 100% completing it isn't like collecting everything and getting everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and got the switch there. Ah, darn it. I tried to make sure that I actually got on it, but oh well. Yeah, for the most part, I want to make sure I get this. You know, I don't forget it like I did the museum key or the, or a lost page even. So, and it's really, like, for the most part, this isn't too hard of an item to pick up. I'm just having trouble trying to get that switch turned on without killing myself there. There we go. Finally. So, oh, it's a boss. Okay, now we got a thing of lightning, or we got the shield here who kind of tries to protect him. And it looks like the E-Splash can help a little bit here. But yeah, you really have to kind of hit him from the other side, or... So I probably should have saved, or gotten the heavy armor equipped before trying to take this guy on, but... Okay, it looks like the magic is the only thing that can take care of the ghosts here. But yeah, it looks like kind of how he's positioned, it might be better to use the axes instead of the sword here. Even though the sword is, of course, much more powerful, you know, the biggest advantage for any boss is to be able to hit them more than just being able to do a lot of damage to them. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the armor again one last time. And now that I know there's a boss there, I'll just simply go back and save beforehand and change out my weapon. And I'll try using the axe, because the axe would work better in that spot, being able to kind of reach him up there and go through his stuff as well. So let me go ahead and try that move. But I will at least also unlock the switch here, so I don't have to do that again. There we go. Okay, took care of him. And now we can change out our equipment here and see what the heavy armor's like. Okay, but so the heavy armor is not as, like, it's a bit worse than the dark armor because of the whole weighs you down, so it actually slows you down, whilst the armor, even though it's a cursed suit of armor, as far as we can tell, it hasn't really made anything harder for us. And then let's equip the axe. And I think I'll go ahead and equip this C-Shock here. That might work a bit better against the ghosts, because he'll kind of continue on, or maybe even hit him better. But we can just test a few things out, see how well it works. And then we make sure we save here, so we don't have to worry about that again. And make our way to the boss. But yeah, kind of once you get the switch and get your armor and save, then you're pretty much good to go here. But yeah, definitely hitting him a lot more than I did with the other weapon. Like, since it's only the shield that's stopping any moves here, so let's go ahead and deal with the ghost here. Okay, I think the E-Splash might work better in that case. By the looks of it here. Like, the bouncing around does help a little bit, but because it's kind of a bit erratic, you're never quite sure what will hit and what won't. Like, as you can see, the shield will completely absorb your projectiles or attacks here. And it looks like he'll just keep summoning more ghosts. So it might be better to use C-Splash, actually. Oh, darn it. Sadly, I'm not really getting my axes through because of the shield here. And they don't quite, like, reach it completely. like you can see, I sort of have to at least be on the side where the shield isn't, which can be difficult to kind of happen sometimes. Like, I guess the question will be if there is a way to get through the shield, or there's a better weapon I can use for this guy. That's kind of always your question you kind of have to ask whenever you face off against a boss. Darn it. Because, yeah, for the most part, we would have to kind of travel all the way back here. Since there were, you know, yeah, if I were to backtrack, so the question will be, like, how good would the moon bow be here? Is my next question now. Because it does kind of arc a bit up, so it might be able to hit him a bit better than the axe sometimes. So let me go ahead and give that a try, and then I'll change back to the E-splash here. Or it could be I'm missing a spell that I need that would work better. So let's go ahead and give the bow a try here. Because, you know, until I find the perfect strategy, it can always be difficult to take on a boss sometimes. Like, the question will be if I could actually, I guess... Yeah, sadly that sword, or the shield, is kind of really the biggest problem here. I feel like. Since it does, like, you have to keep kind of going behind him here. But it could be it's time that I visit Ruth's mansion, since now that I have the spell that absorbs magic or projectiles, as well as the better armor. It could be time to visit that place and see kind of what that could do. If I'm missing anything there that could help me fight this boss a bit easier. Because, yeah, it looks like for the most part I'm not really getting much progress, I think, with this bow combo here. The E-splash I think is alright, but yeah, let me just finish, or kind of go back here. Oh well, so it looks like I'll be backtracking to Rue's mansion here. Let's see, but is there a better way to get back here, I guess? Because I guess I would hate to kind of have to run all the way back here, even though, like, it seems hard at first, but kind of once you get used to it, and you get past the bosses, which are kind of stopgaps, you know, it's a lot faster. But I guess, as I said, I'm having quite a bit of trouble dealing with this boss here. And I can't think of kind of what's the best method I can use. Like, as nice as the gun-gear ears. I guess I'll try it again. And maybe I'll equip the Falcon, see if he can help out or not this time. Because I guess I should try to give this a few more tries here before I give up right away. Okay, it looks like my Falcon friend here isn't really gonna help me much here. He's just sort of flying around. Not really doing anything. Like, will he at least attack the ghost is my question. Darn it. And of course there's the shield that kind of tries to keep blocking me here. Okay, yeah, so Falcon is pretty much useless here right now. Yeah, I pretty much need to not use the Falcon for most any bosses at this point, because it's just sort of flying around, not really... Okay, you finally hit the boss, but that's kind of it. I really need a way to deal with the ghosts here, but the ghosts won't be hurt unless I use magic against them. So let's go ahead and... So I think I should be able to kill him with the sword, and depending on the magic combo, yeah, I think I'll stick with the E-Splash because that seems to work out pretty well. So I have time for one more attempt here before I have to finish things up here. And I would like to kind of have as much HP as possible just to give me enough time. Oh, darn it. Okay, one more time. Oh, that's kind of weird. There we go. Of course, I don't really care that I have to keep double jumping up to him here. And that the shield here kind of keeps trying to block me for all its shots, but I guess that's kind of what makes him a more challenging boss than anything else. But it looks like pretty much during the time when the swords are raining down like that, might be the best time to attack him. Because then, you know, during that time, the shield doesn't move at all. And at least the ghosts do get hit by the splash pretty well, so I'll definitely recommend that, I guess. So yeah, the lightning does get blocked by the shield here. But I kind of need to move the shield far enough away from him to have a better shot. There we go. Gotta take care of all these ghosts here he keeps spawning. Come on. You know, that's the only other thing I kind of don't care for him much about. And then of course I do need to avoid the sword that keeps flying around here. Okay, yeah, so a little bit more practice and I should be able to get him. So join me next time as we try and tackle this night boss and take care of him with our dark armor and Gungnir with our side. So until next time, have fun gaming.